Hey everyone, Eric Boisjoli here. I want to talk about a question that comes up a lot once a Shopify store starts growing steadily. When do I actually need Plus? Usually that's followed by, is it just for the big household names, or would it actually move the needle for me right now? The honest answer is that Shopify Plus isn't just about hitting a magic revenue number. It's about recognizing when your current setup is actually starting to cost you more, in fees and in operational pain, than an upgrade would. I want to give you a clear-eyed framework for making that call without the sales pitch. If we start with just the raw numbers, it's a big jump. You're moving from the Advanced plan at around $399 a month to Plus, which starts at $2,300 or $2,500 depending on your contract. That's a real commitment. But the subscription fee is only half the story. You have to look at the transaction fees. If you're on a third-party gateway, that fee drops from 0.5% on Advanced to about 0.15% on Plus. Plus, your credit card rates through Shopify payments get lower. When you run the math, if you're doing around $1 million annually, the costs are usually a wash. You're paying about the same total, but you're unlocking way more capability. Once you hit $2 or $3 million, staying on the standard plan is actually just leaving money on the table. You're essentially paying for Plus through higher fees without getting any of the benefits. But revenue isn't the only signal. Sometimes it's the complexity that drives the move. You're ready for Plus if your team is drowning in manual tasks. Shopify Flow is the automation engine exclusive to Plus, and it handles the if this then that stuff, like tagging VIPs or routing orders, that can reclaim hours of your team's week. It's also about the checkout. Standard plans are pretty locked down, but Plus gives you checkout extensibility. If you need custom fields, loyalty integrations, or specific logic to increase your conversion rates, that's where you get it. Same goes for B2B. If wholesale is becoming a big part of your business, having native company accounts and custom price lists beats Frankensteining 3 different apps together to make it work. That said, there are plenty of times when it makes sense to wait. If you're under $500,000 in annual sales and you aren't hitting these technical walls, stay put. Invest that extra $2,000 a month into marketing or inventory. And if you don't have the technical resources, like a dev or an agency, to actually implement things like Shopify functions, you might not be getting the full value out of the upgrade yet. One thing I always tell people is that if you're already migrating from another platform like Magento or WooCommerce and you're near that $1 million mark, just jump straight to Plus. Replatforming is disruptive enough. You don't want to do it twice in 1 year. Plus gives you a dedicated launch engineer to help with the data migration, which is worth its weight in gold. So, take a look at your current platform costs. Add up your fees and your app costs, and be honest about where your bottlenecks are. If you're still on the fence, talking to an agency that sees this every day can help you run a real ROI assessment. I've got to go run some API load tests now, but I hope this helps you figure out if it's time to level up. Go make those tech stacks work smarter, not harder.